Hello, Tracy Ariel here, and this is Wednesday, April 15th. And this is week 5 of the quarantine. And at this point, we're kind of used to the usual routine. Daily walks are on the agenda, taking care of, trying to create a positive mindset. Basically, we've come into the time when we are no longer on vacation. We're now trying to figure out, okay, this is the new reality. All of the events have been canceled in Montreal until the end of summer, basically, all of the really big events. We've also found out that probably farmers markets are going to be continuing, so that's good for the co-op that I'm part of because we can now we can probably do a regular farmers market, and we'll be doing deliveries starting in 2 weeks. So that's things are on the agenda. I'll be launching a new Profile Your Business. So if you're an entrepreneur and you want to work on some anecdotes about why your business is important and how you can actually talk about those stories in your marketing, that will be happening in starting at the end of May, and so I'll be launching that starting also in 2 weeks. So basically, life is now back to almost, I mean, obviously it's not normal because we are not allowed to, we're still doing social distancing. We can't actually do parties. We're doing parties by Zoom. It's not quite as pleasant socially as it is when you can see everybody that you love in person, but it's more regular in that everybody's trying to get back to work in whatever the new reality of work is. They're trying to figure out how business people like me and you and creators are trying to figure out, okay, how can we serve our clients and continue serving them and pivot our business so that we can work more online and more virtually, since we're not able to do some of the wonderful events that we're used to doing. And I think that, like I said, there are 3 things that have been really important now. We're no longer, I've gained 15 pounds since the beginning of this. And so as of yesterday, I started going back to normal eating. I'm not allowed to have chips more than once a week again. I'm no longer drinking wine every night. I'm having wine only on the weekends. Basically, I'm trying to be the person that I want to be regularly. Again, it's not basically the I'm still being compassionate with myself in that I'm trying to take time every day to play crib with the kids and to take time to read and do all of those things that are very calm and personal. So I'm not working more than 12 hours a day regularly during this time. And those are the kinds of habits that I would like to keep moving forward, even after this crisis is over. But positive mindset, I'm now thinking, okay, I'm redoing my business plans. All right, what are my plans now? How can we continue moving forward and developing the businesses despite having to deal with social distancing as a way of life, probably for the next 2 years? I mean, yes, we may be able to do some things in that time, but things are never going back the way they were before. At least, well, no, I shouldn't say never. Of course, and once we have a vaccine, many things will go back the way they were before. But me personally, I will have grown and I will have created new habits. And so now I'm thinking and writing down the things that I actually want to continue as new habits. And so I hope you are doing that as well. I'd like to encourage you to think about positive mindset and to uh, think about who you want to be in the world and how you want to serve people. And then pivot your business so that that's what you do. More than anything, we all get to be ourselves. And this week's interview is with a fabulous friend of mine who is a genealogist, and she's a researcher, and she's a historian, and she has a fabulous story about how she's developed her creativity in her life. That's Dorothy Nixon, and I'm so looking forward to introducing you to her. And I think that a lot of people will be spending now that you can't go into work, maybe this is the time to do a little bit of exploration on whatever you think is important in history. One of the things that we've learned is that history continually repeats itself. As we're going through this crisis, I've been thinking a lot about my World War II research because so many of the crises that they had then are happening now, and you can sort of see how our ancestors dealt with that. But it doesn't have to be that. In Dorothy's case, she found a bunch of letters. She did some cleaning, storing out. That's what a lot of people are doing right now too. Is they're cleaning their house and they're getting rid of things. They're getting all the things that they're going to get rid of once we're actually allowed to take things. Um, to the eco center or to the dump or to other places. We're trying to sort through it and organize it and plan on cleaning up our houses. And because we're spending so much time in our houses, we have to make them uh, great to live in. And so when she was cleaning out, her husband's uh, ancestors had left all of these letters, these wonderful letters from the early 1900s and in Montreal. And so she has basically become an expert at that period of time thanks to these wonderful letters. And so she tells us a little bit about that this week. And so I'm really looking forward to introducing you to Dorothy Nixon. So that's it.